Hello and welcome to part 8 of my current playthrough of Final Fantasy III. Sorry for the lack of upload Tuesday and Wednesday. Life kinda got in the way there. So, when we last left off, I had defeated Medusa, and I forgot that Joel was dead. So my first step is to get into a town, revive Joel, and go from there. So, the nearest town is Canaan. I have no equipment, and no spells. At the same time though, Ellie is a beast with those lightning swords right now while I'm on the ocean. So I do have that going for me. Okay, Canaan. Which building has the shrine in it? Is it this one? Nope. Oh, it's been a while. Is it this one? Yep. Okay, so Joel's back alive. How much gold do I got? 50... no. 5,000. I'm not gonna bother buying anything here, just because most things in this town now are obsolete now that I can go to the land of the Dwarves, which is my next stop. Because the whole point of the Tower of Owen is just to get rid of that maelstrom. No other reason, really. There's a reference to Xandi, which is... well, okay, that's a lot of berserkers. That's okay, they all fall to one hit, so it doesn't matter. And... for the longest time, we think Xandi's the main antagonist of this game. This was back in the day when the main antagonists weren't revealed until the very, very end. Could be wrong. I haven't played a whole lot of games in this series. I want to say it was FF6 that the main antagonist was there from step 1 of the game. Again, could be wrong. But like, my favorite game in the series, 4, you spend the entire game thinking it's Golbez who's the main antagonist of the entire game, just to find out towards the very end it's some guy named Zemus who lives on the moon, who's from the moon, and that your character is also from the moon. And Golbez, spoilers, but I'm also talking about like a 20-plus-year-old game, is Cecil's brother. Sadly, I have no way to play that game outside of an emulator, and I don't want to really play on emulators on my channel. There might be the occasional game I play on an emulator just because I really want to play the game and have no way to play it. But I'm thinking of getting a power pack soon. And once I get that, I can play any Nintendo game I want on my NES. Which would be nice. Like, there's one game I really want to play it for you guys. I have only played it on an emulator because it's not the hardest game to find, but it's definitely not the easiest, and you're going to be paying a pretty penny for it. It's not the most expensive game either, but it's not cheap. And that game is the masterpiece that is Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu. And I love that game. I'm not the greatest at it, never beaten it, but I love it.
But yeah, so now I'm in the land of the Dwarves.
good people. Let's go. So we dive into the lake, okay? Okay, so... I think they already have all those things. Ooh, I want to get Ellie. It's either fire mail or ice mail. One of those two become very, very handy in an upcoming dungeon. Because if you have that person wearing it at the front of your party, lava deals no damage. But I cannot remember if it's the ice mail or the fire mail. And I'm not gonna look it up, because while I'm not going into this game blind, I've beaten it a handful of times on both the DS remake, which was the first time the West really got to play it. And sorry for the dead air there. And several times, well, once or twice on the original Nintendo version. Oh yeah. I'm tempted actually to do it this way. That way I'm only losing one spell, not two. Hopefully the inn doesn't remove status effects. Perfect. I'm still a frog. So, I don't like this upcoming boss. The first phase he's easy, he's a pushover. It's round 2 that I'm not a fan of. There, I only used one spell slot there. He can... oh, these assholes. Can just unleash like a wave of fire that deals way too much damage, and it's the entire party. I have had many a run end as a result of this boss. But ooh. But what are you gonna do, actually? That bomb's probably gonna die this round, so... let's focus my gear on Mark and Mark alone. I might be tempted to grind for some GP so I can get the ice sword. Or 2 ice swords for Ellie. Because I'm in the fire section of the game. See, I'm not sure how long this part's gonna be, because I do have to, as usual, go to work. But at the same time, I kinda want to make up for not uploading anything in the last 2 days. So I might go to the very last minute I can go. And if I have to, I'll just leave the console on while I'm at work. And hope nothing happens, because if I lose my progress, there might be some inconsistencies come part 9. So yeah, bombs, the thing they have going for them is they just blow up. Typically dealing a fair amount of damage when they do. But it's not too bad. Hopefully, if I'm lucky, I can actually get through this part, like this level, within this part, so I can save and go straight to the boss when I come back, or the second round of the boss, who is not a fun fight, as I've said. There's a certain skill level you want your Black Mage to be. Ooh, I can start learning level 4 spells. But I don't remember that skill level. I know for the Giant Rat it's about a skill level of 10. But for the life of me, I cannot recall what it is for Gusco. Or Salamander, I think is the name of the boss when he's in round 2. I know he's a fire boss, so ice spells are the most important to cast. Which doesn't make any sense really when you think about it. Fire melts ice, and yeah, sure, ice is water and melted ice could hypothetically put out a fire. But I still call into question its effectiveness against a fire enemy. So I forget all the enemies throughout this game, honestly. I remember a handful of the bosses. There's others that will come as a surprise and I might end up losing to them. Not even gonna lie. Because, in all honesty, I'm not the greatest Final Fantasy game player. It's just one of those game franchises I've liked off and on over the years. Some titles I liked more than others. Some titles that I like I think are completely overrated, and there's no reason that that Squaresoft/Square Enix continued focusing on that specific game. I'm not gonna say what it is, but I think a lot of people can guess. Like, they tried to tie in later games to that game by dropping names here and there. Like, it's not the best game in the series, people. Is it a bad one? No. I still enjoy it and I still pick it up every so often to play through it. I just don't think it deserved a little franchise of its own. With an action spin-off. One actually pretty good action RPG spin-off that I really like, actually. And a movie, which was bad. Like, there's other games in the series that better deserved the sequelitis treatment that this one got. Okay, as long as I can cast Exit, I think I don't have to worry about backtracking out of this level. Yeah, this boss, he's a pushover. He hardly does anything. Oh no, 77 damage. So I want to make sure I can still cast Exit at the end of this. So hopefully this guy drops dead soon. Wow, 29 damage from an Ice 2? That's embarrassing. Do I have any? No. I'll hold on to those because they might come in handy if I get really screwed. Having damage items do come in— wow. That's just awful. Let's throw off some bolts. And just because he's not dealing that much damage. I'll throw in an arrow in there too, so it's a full round of damage. Well, that accomplished nothing. Okay. But it's still better than nothing. Come on. This fight isn't worth fighting. Just die already, Gooseco. Oh, that might end up healing him. Let's throw off a Cure 2, but I have to remember to save a spell slot for exit. Because while I breezed through the level on my way to this fight, without my spell slots, I might have a slightly harder time. Why won't you die? Come on. Die, 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 die. Come on. Die, Gooseco. Uh-oh. I'm out of normal cure spells. Doubt that arrow's gonna do anything. Oh, beautiful. See? That boss fight, he's a pushover. He poses no threat. And I got the dwarf horn. Woo! Apparently dwarves have horns. Yay! Actually, you know what? Just to be on the safe side. Because if I forget to do this, I might have to end up doing all that again. Now, here's where things get fun. Before I even continue, I'm just gonna go straight to the inn, get some curing off, for some obvious reasons. And there's a shadow thing following me. What's going on? What's that line? Let's try talking to it. Question mark. And it's in my ally slot. What's going on? See if I can buy an ice sword. Oh. Guess there is none. However, thing of ice armor definitely couldn't hurt. That'll buy Ellie a few extra hits. I don't know what that HP, armor difference was. Well, let's return the horn and see what happens. Yay, I freed the dwarves. Uh-oh. He lived. He must have been the shadow all along. He's using stealth camouflage. Where'd he go? Where's he going? Oh, there. He just walked through a wall. Can I walk through that wall? Is that sort of a way of indicating there's a hidden treasure there? Nope. And the music ends, and it's nice and happy again. So he went to the mountain to the north, eh? I'm guessing it's up here. Ah, these assholes. Well, I'm not gonna waste any spell charges. I'm gonna just beat everyone with martial damage. Oh wow. My black mage dealt not a lot of damage, but a fair amount of damage. Okay, once I get to the entrance of this cave, I'm probably gonna call it a day. No, I'm not really making up for the lack of uploads over the past 2 days, but I gotta get this video starting to render before I have to head out. Hopefully, I'll be able to get some recording in tonight. Depends on how I'm feeling after work. No sense in healing there. So let's save up. So yeah, as always, have a great day. If you like what you watch, hit that subscribe button and be sure to drop a like. Let's just save because I'm very OCD right now. So yeah, have a great day and be excellent to each other.